Oh, hey, you guys. Doreen Corba here, life and business coach. Today, we're going to talk about spelling mistakes. We are going to talk about perfectionism. We're going to talk about the random shit that still comes to me on LinkedIn. Okay. I'm so happy to be here with you. I hope you are doing wonderfully. And I shared this on my social. If we are not connected yet, let's get connected. I love to follow back the amazing women that are following me because I am surrounded by the most incredible women, my clients, my colleagues. So I want more of that in my world. So on Instagram, I'm at Coach Corba and I'm very active on there. So here's what happened. My Instagram and Facebook peeps, they know that I make spelling mistakes. Okay. No one comments on it. I don't even think anybody notices anymore because I do not make it like a problem. The reason I have spelling mistakes sometimes is because, and as head of marketing that, I ran global marketing. Okay. And I know there are things like Grammarly, and of course I use spell check, but here's the deal. When I am writing from my heart, sometimes it's in the notes section of my phone. Sometimes I'm just like writing to you on my computer. I don't hire out the writing in my business. I don't do that. Okay. So me writing is you getting a piece of me. I want it to come from me. So with that being said, when I review my own stuff, a lot of times I will miss little words. It is literally a brain thing. Okay. And the way I see it is shit happens. I don't make spelling mistakes or missing a word or whatever mean anything about me as $1 million business owner. Okay. I am busy working as a life and business coach, like with these pioneers in the world that are creating magnificent brands. I am like in it with their nervous systems and holding gentle, nourishing space for them and teaching them how to calm the hustle so that we can do more in less time. Like I am listening to the depths of people's souls all day, every day. That is my job. And even to call it a job is like, it's my calling. Okay. I wouldn't even call it a job. It's my calling. So when I make a spelling mistake, I really don't have like time to worry about it. Okay. So it was on LinkedIn, of course, because I'm on there now. Come follow me because I'm like shaking things up. I got like very little response because people are like, whoa, what is this woman doing? Speaking her mind. Oh my, she's a woman speaking her mind on LinkedIn. It's so great. It's so much fun for me because of all the times I couldn't speak my mind or just didn't before in my corporate career. So come join me over there, Doreen Corba. I want to follow you back. I'm on LinkedIn. And an old colleague reaches out to me and says, hey, congratulations on all your success. I just wanted to let you know you have a spelling error in your recent post. And I know the intention was so good. And I received that as a colleague looking out for me. And I remember just a few years back before I really, dove into my own perfectionism and the ways that I was trying to operate in these confines that were impossible to measure up to. I would have been like, oh, here we go again. Way to go, Doreen. Like I would have beat myself up about it. I would have been like, you should figure this out by now. Whatever I would tell myself. And now, not only did I not go back and change the spelling error, but I'm creating a YouTube video about it. I will probably talk about it on my podcast. I've already talked about it on my socials. Like I want you all to know that you're probably going to hear my kids in the background because I'm recording and they're here. Life is messy. Life is busy. And I am doing like the greatest work that I can imagine my soul doing. And I do not have time to worry about spelling errors. And I don't want you to worry about them either. Whatever it is for you. For me and my brain, sometimes it's spelling errors, right? Like very rarely I can't imagine a time when I like stick my foot in my mouth. Like I'm very soulful in my writing, but for some women, it's like, oh, I stuck my foot in my mouth again. I shouldn't have said that. Whatever it is for you that you then go and shame yourself about or decide is just not okay, and then you spin out around, I want to offer you another way. I want to offer to you that you have the choice to see the value you're bringing to the world and to use that as like an example of you being totally human. We are humans. We are not robots. I would rather take that mind space into session and do my incredible work. I would rather sit here and create a YouTube video for you than take those 20 minutes or whatever it's going to take to spin out and shame myself around a spelling error or whatever. So I want to offer to you that you have that choice too. And it took me time. It took me a lot because I am a recovering perfectionist, a recovering people pleaser, like you name it. I was that person. Like I was that person in corporate you gave it to, and I would run circles around people around me. I would always get it done. And my manager at the time said, Doreen, you know what the reward for good work is, right? And I was like, oh, I'm thinking like a bonus, like increased salary, duh. Nope. He's like, the reward for good work is more work. So I want to offer to you that you get to choose how you want to use your mind space and your nervous system space and your time. What I did to go from someone who would have spun out about it to someone that's like, oh my God, not only did I not go back and fix it, but I'm actually going to create a lesson from this for people that are like me, that are human, which is every single one of you. We are not robots. It is okay to make mistakes. I don't think, and I won't even call that a mistake. Like to me, a mistake is like, I don't know, a client issue or something like that. Like that's not even a mistake. I am busy trying to do my part to change this crazy world that we live in. And I know if you're watching this, you are too. So whatever it is you're beating yourself up on, I want you to know that the nervous system work that I teach, by the way, there's 3 masterclasses specifically on the nervous system on my website, Doreen.com. They're very affordable. They're instant. You can get them right away to learn how to nourish and calm your nervous system, because perfectionism and people pleasing are nervous system patterns. They are not the way you were born. And I'm going to talk about that in my next video, but they are not the way that you were born. They are not your personality. They are patterns in your nervous systems that are nervous systems that, you were taught, that were adopted right into your system that you are now living with. So what I have done is I've worked on my nervous system. If you've been on my podcast, you know my journey. If you read my socials, I've been very open with you. And now as a nervous system practitioner, I help others nourish their nervous systems and heal those pieces of themselves so that we can spend 0 time caring about the stupid shit and a lot of time caring about what's really going to help people, what's really going to make a difference in someone else's life. So the moral of the story today is, if you also make spelling mistakes, please don't worry about it. And no, I do not want your recommendations for not making spelling mistakes. You are not my ideal client. If that's what you're thinking right now, you can unsubscribe. What I want you to know is that it is okay to be completely human. And the reason I didn't go back and change it is because I want my humanity, my imperfection out into the world. That is part of who I am. And if you are imperfect in any way, which, hello, everyone is, I welcome that piece of you. We want more of that. We need less people trying to be perfect, and we need more people trying to honor who they are and the way that they are. All right, my loves. If you enjoyed this, screenshot it, put it on your socials. Let's get the word out about this YouTube channel, because I'm going to be putting different content on here than I do on my podcast. So I want you listening to both in whatever way you want to receive this information. I am bringing it to you. And if we're not friends on social, I want to be friends on social. On Instagram, I'm at Coach Corba. And like I said, I want to follow you all back. I want more amazing people in my world giving me amazing content in my feed. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you next time.